Hey y'all, it's me, Niecy Lynn. It's the 22nd of August. It is Flosstube 289, which wow. Hello Jonathan, hello Rebecca, good morning. Hello Leilani. I hope y'all are having a great week. I have been crazy busy, so I haven't got like tons of stitching done. I got a decent amount. I got some Happy Mail. I just realized I forgot to draw for shares, so I will have to put them in the questions and the comments down there, which I forgot to do also. It's been a week. Like I said, I've been somewhere nearly every day. We've had school, I've had atelier, we had the funeral on Saturday. It's just been, of course, and that was a whole day. I mean, that was 2 hours down there and 2 hours back, and then the service and all this, and then you had to eat, and so that was like a whole day. And then Sunday, we were just vegetables. Like literally, we just kind of sat here. Monday, I was sick. I think a combination of eating things I don't normally eat when we're traveling, and then just it's just stressful. I mean, and sad, and that just gets your nerves all. I feel like y'all are really far away today. I don't know what's up with that. Let me see if I can scooch you nearer. I feel like that's a little better. Now I know I'll have to watch if I don't be cutting my head off, but I felt like y'all were really far away from me. So like I said, I did get some stitching done. I got a finish, which y'all see in the cover, my flag bag. I guess we can just start with it. I'm going to start a bag this week, and I intend to make it a tutorial for stitching on the bags. Oh, I also had a Zoom this week, my SGR Zoom for the Sampler Guild of the Rockies had their book club Zoom, and that was super fun. And I tried not to talk too much. Evidently they were, like they all said they were kind of introverted, or most of them. So I really tried not to be the only talker. So that was super fun though. I loved it. I had so much fun. Patty was laughing at me because she said she knew you would just be loving it because there was all those people you didn't know. And I was like, yes. It was fabulous. But I decide to do my little flag bag and get it finished for Stitch West. I haven't lined it, and I will put, we'll put this piece of paper in here to kind of try to, it's hard to kind of see without a paper or something in there. The color, it kind of just goes through, but if I cram this little piece, sorry people, sorry about the sound, all the people who don't like the sounds, the crunklies, but okay. So this is Flag Bag by Shepherd's Bush. I told y'all I was gonna do it on the blue. I thought it would show it better, and I didn't like the reds with the reds on there. I don't know why, because I'm a weirdo. So I did mine on the blue. So here it is on the blue. I may put two little buttons here. I don't have the bird buttons. I don't know if I'll have the patience to wait to order the bird buttons, which I probably won't, let's be honest. So the little bird buttons probably won't happen. There is a hair caught on my watch or something. I can feel it. What in the world? Something's itching me. Anywho. So there's a little bit, there you can see the little bit of sparkle that's in the little, like smoke coming off the Roman candle. And it has little stars here. So I'm trying to decide if I'll put little star buttons or if I'll just stitch the little stars. Other than that, it's completely finished. They have a heart button in here, but I didn't put a button. Y'all know I hate to put buttons because it catches on things. So if it's a bag, especially, if it's a bag, you're gonna put it in and out of things, the little buttons can catch on things. So I did this little heart here. And maybe I'll just stitch little hearts up here and put little stars, stitch little stars right there. I'm not sure. But for the most part, it's finished. I need to line it And then I'll put a needle book in there, and I'll put a scissor fob and some other things like that, some candy in there for my Stitch West Smalls Exchange. Super fun. Like I said, if you've never done one, don't hesitate. There are all levels of stitchers. Don't think that yours isn't, you know, nice enough or fancy enough or whatever. It'll be fine. We all just love getting different things and different things that we haven't stitched and seeing things that other people have stitched. It's just really fun. It's a fun little thing to do and see and participate in, I guess is another thing. It's just, it's fun to participate in. So I do, what is that? Oh, you can see a little bit of the white thread right there. Anywho, I really like it on the blue bag. Much better than on the, much better than on the red bag. I do think it would be adorable on the tan bag also. I don't like it on the red bag. This doesn't work for me. It's too much business. It's too much business. This with a lighter color is less business to me. To me, the design stands out a lot more than it does on here. That's why I say maybe on the tan bag also, it would be super cute, because I also love tan and red together. But that I was glad to have finished. And now I'll just get my little, I'll line it and get my other stuff finished, because I don't like being down to the wire trying to get everything done like a crazier person. So that was my finish this week. I finished my flag bag for Stitch West. So I haven't made no notes here, so I'm gonna write as we go. Y'all know. Oh, and we got to have three little babies yesterday. Because yesterday we watched, we kept the kids, Brittany and I kept the kids for the new teacher's orientation. So it was the administrator kids. So there's one baby in there. I would say he's between 1 and 2. He might be 2. I don't think so. And then we had other little babies in there. So it was fun. So we had, what, four bigger kids. We had 3 4s, 1 3, and then 3 littles. So it was super fun. The 2 littlest ones were not 1 yet. I would say probably 9 months, maybe a year at the most. They were so cute. So that was super fun for Brett and I. And we got to meet some new teachers ahead of the other people. So that was fun. Miss Barb bought us all lunch because she's fantastic. So then administration asked if we'd stay later and watch the admin kids for them to finish getting work done. So I was there later than I thought. Catchy was waiting on me when I got here, so I didn't get to the post office yesterday, Patty, and I will today. I'm going today. As soon as I film, I'm going to the post office. Then Britt and I run into Waxahachie, and then we will come back here and I'll come back home and hopefully get some more things done. I mean, I got my housekeeping done, you know, and that kind of stuff. And we had leftovers all but one night because I cooked more before. Oh, and these are the colors I used for my flag bag. I don't think they're, oh, they may be most of the called fors. I intended to tell y'all that. Somebody asked me if I used the called fors. Okay, I didn't use the overdyes. I feel like it's such a small space. I don't know that much of your overdyes are gonna show up. I'm weird. I like hoard up my overdyes. If it's small spaces, I don't feel like your overdyes gonna show up a lot, so I don't use it. So I usually just use my DMCs on small bits of stitching. So I have 930, which is the called for, one of the called fors. I have 221, which is one of the called fors. 223 is one of the 838, 3052, 822, Oh, I didn't have 931 in here. I think it got stuck into something else. So for it, I used my Wicked Stepmother Blue Velvet. Hey, Frankie. Hey, Rhonda. Frankie's sinking. She may start dying a little bit. Again, dying some floss again. So if she feels up to it, I hope she does. I love her floss. But I also know it's so much work. And I do not want her to overstress and overdo it. Health first. But there are all the fun colors. The 931 that is the called for has a little bit less yellow in it. It's more of a grayish than a skyish, I would say. So that is most of the called fors. Oh, and 3052 for the stems, yeah. Like I said, they have the little tiny buttons on there, and I could try to stitch a little bird up at the top and the bottom. I don't know. We'll see. He's supposed to be holding that little, something needs to be holding that little pendant, that little row of pendants, garland of pendants there. So we'll see. But that one was fun. Then I have stitched on, I found my Silver Creek Samplers Day of Jubilee. I nearly got her hand finished, y'all. Nearly. I'll move this up here so you can see it better, but I'm getting a little bored. She had got in a bag, a Halloween bag. So that's the reason I couldn't find her. She should not have been there. Well, she wasn't, just the chart. The chart itself had got stuck to another chart when I picked things up last Friday. And I looked and looked and looked, and I couldn't figure out what had happened, and I finally found her. So I got a decent amount done on her. I mean, well, y'all can tell me. Okay, I was hoping to get her this arm and her hand done. I had done the red on the belt right there was all, and this, just a little bit of this arm, I think right there. So then I got her arm done, the red band, the end of her sleeve, and about that much of her hand. And then I finished her belt, and I got the top couple of rows of the jacket right there. So she is coming on. She's on Tan Dyed Effect by Fabric Flare. She is fabulous. She is using the called fors. What are they? Forbidden Fiber Coats that Patty sent me. They're beautiful. Look at there. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Now I've got a knot. There we go. But they are beautiful, beautiful flosses in beautiful colors. So I was pleased with my progress on her once I found her. I think I didn't find her till finally yesterday. Or I found her the day before and I worked, but I didn't work on her till last night. So last night after we got out from school and Nell picked up Catchy, Keely and Bay are at a CrossFit competition. And so he stayed here until Nellie got off work. And then she picked him up, and I think they're at a volleyball competition maybe. So they went to see volleyball today. So everybody is out and about. The kids, we had a great week. I talked to CJ, he's in DC. All my kids just be going doing all the cool things. That makes me so happy. Makes me so, so happy. So there is my Day of Jubilee, and I think she is a beauty. So I did get some done on her after she went missing. So maybe by next week, I would love to either finish her jacket or do her skirt. If I was smart, I would finish her skirt, outline her jacket there, outline the grass, and that would be a great fill-in project for Stitch West. If I was smart. We all know probably what side of that I'm gonna come down on. Probably not gonna do what I should and just do something else instead, as is my wont. Because I tend just to barrel through and go. So she has, like I said, she's been getting worked on it. I think I will leave her here on the stand where she has been getting attention last night. So she will, because I have my pillow pad that I carry around in the bedroom, but I use my fold-up stand when I'm in the living room in the evenings and stuff. And then I also usually grab it if I'm going to my stitching room to do a Zoom call or something. Oh wait, y'all, I left something somewhere. Oh no, hold please. I think y'all will hear my vacuum for just a minute. I don't know where I set it. My big bag. I was fixing to pick it up and now I don't see it. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's see where I put it. I'm putting it back. Okay, now it's on our way in here in the bedroom. Wish I would learn how to edit. I know you do. But if I learn how to edit, then I'm not going to make as many videos because then that'll just be another step I have to go through. So my Hexie bag, I picked it up and then set it down in the same room. These are our Valdani flosses for it. They are gorgeous pearl cottons and just beautiful. They're nice to work with once you get them off the skein, whichever. I had trouble getting mine off of the skein. I worked on this during Zooms. I had 2 Zooms this week because one night I Zoomed with Patty and Dottie. I'm gonna try to talk over Sharklock. Sorry, y'all. I don't know why he's in here. I thought he was finished. But this is my big Hexie bag. It is Big Hexie Project Bag by Lori Holt Be in My Bonnet. And there is the info on it right there. And there is, and I think the only place to get this chart is at Fat Quarter Shop. And I think that says that right there. I love, love, love it. I'm having so much fun stitching it. I looked for something to line it with I liked. I didn't see anything while Britt and I were out running around. I thought I might find something when we were thrifting, like a little blanket or a pretty curtain or bed sheet or something to cut up, but not yet. But here is, it's so big. So this week I finished the tail. I don't think I've done the tail last week. I did stem and leaves, and I started the flower, but I don't think I even had the tail done last week. So I feel like I got really good progress done on easily distracted this week. So I hope to finish the flower and maybe get half of the little color blocks done. I am so in love with this thing. I cannot wait to carry it. I'm gonna carry it to school. I'm gonna carry it on to Stitch West. I just love it. So I will, like I said, I will do a tutorial this week. I think I'm gonna start the thankful bag. And I will do the tutorial on stitching on the bags, because I had a couple of questions this week from people also on how to do it and everything. So I love, love, love it. It is the coolest thing. I cannot wait to have it finished. And oh, somebody asked what needle this is. I don't know. Whatever needle you use for pearl cotton. Let me see if we can look that up. Let's see if we can make it tell us. I know some of y'all are sitting out there telling me, Patty's probably telling me, Dottie. Y'all are trying to help me out. But I forgot to look it up and somebody asked me, so let's see. What size needle, if I could type? Go. Okay. It says a 7 to a 9 embroidery needle or Milliner's needle for a size 8 and 4 to 6 for size 5 pearl cottons, because there is two sizes. This one is really big, and this one we're using 5. So, but I feel like this may be a tapestry needle or a chenille needle one. It's so big and it has a big eye, so it's easy to use. It's super easy to use that way. So, what is it doing now? Shot clock about to wear me out and get on my nerves. So, it says any of those will work. And the pearl cotton 5 is bigger than the 8, if I'm thinking right. Yes. 5 weight is heavier than the 8 weight pearl cotton. So this is stitched with the 5s. So it's heavier than the 8s, which I have, I think either these are the 5s I got, and Patty got the 8s. So we got each. And then when I finish stitching this bag, these are going to Patty for her to stitch her bag. And I started, and I should just pull her half of them off and go ahead and send them to her, but she didn't need them right away, so I figured I would just take them to her at Stitch West, and then she could have them. So that bag has been so fun to stitch, and I can't wait to have it finished because it's beautiful. And have it all lined. And like I said, I'm gonna cover my handles because I don't like that. That's super sturdy. I just am not crazy about the look of it. Okay. Oh, also, I was gonna show you these because I forgot to show you them. These I think was from Christine. I think, yes. This is 2 that did not make it into my patriotic this year bag yet. So these are hopefuls that might happen this year. This is Scarlet House Patriotic Shaker Box Set. She sent it, I think, for my birthday, and I love it. Thank you. And this is Sweet Land of Liberty, and it is need to be stitched and is not stitched yet. So it's still waiting. So these 2 will go in my 13 for the 250th South. Hey! Y'all know I am so excited about that. I did not bring my stitchy book in here. which makes me mad. Because I had my little, I've been trying to do good and writing my book of days every day. But Nancy and Nancy are doing the 13 for the 250th Sal. So those are in my bag of 13s for the 250th designs that I would like to get to someday. I also worked on my witch's hat of bats, a cat, and Halloween this and that, which is a mouthful. I just call it my witch's hat. Witch's hat of bats, maybe. Now I've changed some colors around on mine. And I'll tell you why I want to show you, because I changed my 2 pumpkins to 2 colors of orange. And then I've got, and I'll move the other things around. I was about to stitch their fill in their eyeballs the other night when I got to thinking I probably shouldn't trust myself any longer and put it down. And that was just filling in, but I mean, so that tells you how my brain, I felt like, was, because I didn't even trust myself to fill in. My friend Patty has her official grand opening of her 406 space. So I'll go see that tomorrow. Let's see, I'll try to put this down here under it so we can talk about it easier. This is by Bent Creek. This is, I just finished my candy corn of Mischief, and I grabbed both these at StitchCon. Keepsakes graciously had a bin of these little Bent Creek kits. And Ashley told me they were in there because I'd missed them. Hey Ash, hey G. And so I ran back and got them. I changed, there's 2 colors of orange in here, and I changed my pumpkins to the orange. And then my hat will be all black and gray with just little bits and purple. And then I'm gonna have purple under the underneath here. So everything that's purple up here will be purple. And then I will just have gray, black, and purple up here. And then just the star, I don't know what color it will be, probably purple. But I wanted my 2 pumpkins to be more like a hat band, like, you know, an orange hat band, and then the black of my hat and the black of the brim. So there will be gray, black, and purple all up here. And then black and purple. Purple will be down here under this black. And oh, look at his little eyeballs. I did fill in his eyeballs. I fixed his eyeball, Nancy. Ooh, this is making my, I've done been on the allergy meds today too, y'all. James Williams texted me and said, you better double up, I'm dying out here. Because he had been outside before I had. So I was like, oh, great, googly moogly. So here we are. But I just switched those around. Like I said, I just wanted the idea of like an orange band, and then dark colors up in the hat. For one thing, I don't know what Sharklock's doing, because I just told him to vacuum in the kitchen and the living room. And now he's in my bedroom. He does what he wants. He really does what he wants. He really has no concern for what I say. I mean, you'd think I'm the boss of the Sharklock, but which is what we call our Roomba or whatever it is. It's not a Roomba one, it's a shark one. Because y'all know James Williams read every review and decided the shark was the best. So, because that's who he is. He is a review reader, and now he won't write a review, he'll tell me, write this review. He don't like to write no review. He'll say, you write this review for me. Okay. I can do that. I absolutely can do that. So this one will probably be a finish this week, because these go pretty quick. I'm hoping I can maybe stitch it kind of like a hat, like that. I doubt I will have the skills to come in here like this but probably just shape it like a triangle. Like I said, I wish I had enough skills to go here like this and this and this and this and this. But I don't think I do. I did get to talk to Ann twice this week too. Hey Ann. I talked to Patty a couple times this week. Hey Patty. I love when I get to talk to my friends. I talked to Dottie this week. So I have had nice visits this week. I've got to call my friend Heidi back. She called yesterday while I was at school. And then by the time Catchy left, James Williams was here. So I have not got to call H back. So I got to call her back when I get through filming today too. I have a long list of things that I need to get done. An absolute long list. So I might have a finish next week for this guy. He is just making me super happy. So we will see how that goes. I also I got all my paper mache stuff ready because I'm going to start paper macheing for Halloween. I got, what else did I do this week? I didn't go to the grocery store. Like I said, normally, unless James Williams goes with me, I can go every 2 weeks and be fine. No. James Williams goes and we spend twice as much money. And we get all kind of things we ain't needing. Right? All kind of things we ain't needing. So, I should go today, but I will wait and go tomorrow with him probably. So, because he loves to go to the grocery store. Because he loves food. But it was a very nice service. The preacher did such a nice service on Saturday. There's my frog thought again. He did a beautiful job. So it was nice to get to see some of my family that I don't get to see all the time. Lori, my cousin, rode with us. Lisa was supposed to ride with us. I also need to check on Lisa today. She has had 3 previous back surgeries and fell in her yard the day on Friday before we were supposed to leave on Saturday, and really hurt. I mean, it always scares me. Daddy and Patty and Lisa and people who have stuff in their back, there's just something about your back that freaks me out anyway. I mean, I was that person. They were like, when I was pregnant with CJ, they were like, well, you're going to have a C-section because you're way smaller than your husband and his giant shoulders. And I was like, no, I ain't. Let me tell you, I ain't. And the midwife was my OB-GYN's wife. She was a labor delivery nurse and a registered midwife. And she was like, he really wants you to watch that. He's really afraid. And I said, let me tell you, I'm really afraid that he's really going to be disappointed because I cannot have a needle stuck in my spine. I just do not think that can happen. I don't think that can happen. For you to tell me to be still, I'm sticking a needle in your spine. I cannot. I can't be still at the best of times, let alone when you're fixing to jab a needle up in my spinal cord. I don't have that kind of control. I don't. That he had way more faith in me than I had myself. Because nope, absolutely not. Oh, so hang on. Let's see. Let's get that was the Hat of Bats, and we had Day of Jubilee. We had Easily Distracted. Was that all this week? Maybe my flying bag was my finish. So, we're blowing up about something, aren't we? Holy moly. Oh my. We're either going to exchange our blower. I was wondering if that means we can't use funding things for the door. What? Oh no. Evidently. Oh, I'll look after I film. Sorry, my phone is blowing up. Evidently have a new message on Brightwell, but Brightwell is on my phone. And I hope we don't have to take our bulletin board down. Look at this face. We just got it decorated. That ain't gonna make me happy if we do. Anywho, like anybody cares if I'm happy or not, honestly. And I forgot to show this last week. I got this beautiful card from Beth. Now I have showed y'all Beth's stuff before, and I sent her a card, and I'm gonna see if I can pull it up real quick while we're talking, and show it. She is Beth Mason Truex on Facebook. And she is my friend who is who needs a kidney transplant. No. Why is my little search thing? Oh, it did some kind of an update. This is killing me. There it is. And this is her other website, so you can probably just take a picture of this. This is my friend Beth. Hello, Beth. She needs a transplant. If you are not registered donor, please register. It is super important. She made me this beautiful card and sent it back to me. I love it. And one of the ladies who picked me up at StitchCon, the driver that picked me up's son-in-law needs a transplant. It's just a lot more people than you think. It's not just a very isolated thing. This is from Denise. She sent me this beautiful card with a beautiful note on the inside. And she says her stitching, the nerve in her neck has pinched nerve in her neck, is making her fingers numb. So she's only getting about 50 stitches a day. So I hope that is improving. When I pinched a nerve in my neck, they gave me a steroid pack. That's what finally did the job. I know some people can't take those. I got this beautiful, beautiful package from Kara. Oh, I started to show her address. Sorry, Kara, I'm going crazy. She sent me this beautiful card with a long note on the inside. She sat at our second table at StitchCon. So she's at the table with Harry and Nancy and Ann. Hey, Ann. Hey, Harry. Hey, Kara. And they, like I said, you just meet the nicest people. And so I had presents for both tables because they were our two tables. And so she sent, which you're not supposed to, these beautiful, and I love these. She's Pink Daisy Stitch on Instagram. Look at these. Beautiful floss drops. I love it. And she sent me Blacksmith Blue, which is my favorite. I've never had caroling, I don't think. Blacksmith Blue is one of the most beautiful blues in the world, in my opinion. And this caroling, I love. I have not noticed this one. I don't think I've ever stitched with it, but I love this. These are two, I would say this is a perfect red and a blue. Not too orange, not too pink. The blue isn't too bright. That's just gorgeous. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous one. This adorable card. And then these project cards. And I don't know if y'all have any of these, if you've ever used these. Patty gave me some and I love them. these are the ones Kara sent. So they have usually a picture of something you stitched on the front. And then on the back, it has the name, the design, the start date, the finish date, fabric, floss, and notes. So you can keep these in your little bag. And then as you stitch along, if you make changes or whatever, you can make the notes on there. So thank you so much, Kara. I love all these sweet gifts. And, but I haven't put them up or done anything because I'm always afraid I'll forget to, not only forget to show them, but I'll forget to send a thank you note. So y'all know I keep my book. So if you didn't get a thank you note from me, it went missing in the mist or something, because I try to be very vigilant about that. Now this came from Janine. I think I got, here's my card. I'm like, where's my card? Look how cute this is. I put it down inside the bag, that's why I couldn't find it. So she sent this adorable, adorable card, so cute. And then look at this bag. How cute is that? With all the cowboy hats. I love it. I love, love, love it. Now we did have some cowboy hat trauma this week. Thank you so much, Jenny. And it will forever remind me of this week, because we got there and to the funeral and it was so crowded, which also made me happy that so many people showed up. You know, nowadays a lot of times people don't go to funerals. And so I'm always happy when people take the time to go. It means so much to the family. And so Mark had such a good turnout. Well, then sister and them, and I texted them on the way and I said, hey, are y'all ahead of this traffic backup on the highway? And she'll text me back and said, no, Tia, we haven't hit a backup. I said, you may need to jump off then, because when you get close to it, because it's sufficient to mess up your time. So when they got there, and they had saved the first 5 rows on both sides for family, but it was pretty full down there already. So we just, James Williams had sat down ahead of us. It was his first day to wear boots to something like this. The doctor cleared him on whatever day we went to, the week before, you know, to wear boots for short periods of time. For limited standing is how he worded it, I think. So since he was driving, he didn't consider that standing. So he got there and sat further back. Well, then when sister and them got there, everybody was trying to crowd in and make room for everybody. And right after they got there and were trying to be seated, they realized they were out of space. So, and I don't know if everywhere has funeral homes like this, but at the back, there are like these big window looking things. And it is a window, but a lot of places it don't even have glass in it. It's like shuttered. And so then they opened those up and then they put chairs out in the foyer outside. So they were doing that after sister and them were trying to get seated. And 2 of the boys came in and had their hats on inside the funeral home. And instead of just letting it go, my husband's having a fit and I'm telling him, mind his business, James Williams, and he's trying to get their attention. You know, and I'm like, stop, you're making it worse. You're making it worse. And now let me say, this problem is exacerbated by all you cowboy churches. I'm gonna call you out on this. They wear their hats inside the sanctuary. At the cowboy churches down here, you wear your hat inside the sanctuary. Now, if you're at an outdoor church meeting, you can take your hat off, you leave your hat on until you pray. Some of them don't even take their hats off when they pray nowadays. It makes me kooky. It just makes me kooky. But that's just me. That's just me. So boys aren't used to taking their hats off all the time. We're out in the shadow when they go to the cowboy church. And I don't remember if they go all the time now or not. Shadow hadn't been feeling good, and so I don't know. They may not go all the time. But anyway, at the cowboy church here, they don't take their hats off. Whether it's a ball cap or a cowboy hat. And it's a bad habit. It's a bad habit. It's a bad habit to let people get in. Now, it just is. That's my opinion. And so he's trying to get their attention. Well, they finally, when they got in and got seated, then of course they took their hats off when they sat down. Lanky played and sang, and he had his guitar and his hat. And so Sister held Lanky's hat. He sang beautifully and played his guitar beautifully. And that was very touching. And so when I saw the boys afterward, I said, hey, if he says anything to you, just say, we were rattled trying to get seated and didn't even think about it. I'm not used to taking it off because at church we don't take ours off anymore. So, and women can leave theirs on. Women can always leave their hat on, no matter what kind of hat it is. Women used to have to wear a hat to go inside the church house. So it just used to be a rule. Rules are different. And I don't know why they are what they are. But for me, taking the hat off is just a sign of respect. But at churches nowadays, they eat during the service and they drink during the service and they listen. If you can't make it through the service without a cup of coffee and a donut, come on now. You can't dip? You can't not dip during the service? Really? I don't know. And that's between you and Jesus. That's his business. I ain't saying I'm right. I'm saying it gets on my nerves. There you go. Right or wrong, it gets on my nerves. Now, we have shares this week. And I love the boys. And like I said, they're just used to not taking them off. And because they don't make them anymore. Daddy said he went and ate with Dusk on Wednesday at the school. And there was a little old boy, had his, now we're talking kindergarten, but still, had his ball cap on in the schoolhouse. No, sir. No, sir. Take your ball cap off. Take your beanie off. Take your whatever off. You need to brush your hair. It just gets pet peeve. So I will, I'm running late, y'all. I don't know. I may not put it in the notes. We may just do 2 drawings next week. I may tell you the results of 2 next week. So that's probably what I'll do because it's already knocking on 11. This is Little House Needleworks Woodland Sampling, and it is the cutest thing. Use the word woodland, and I'm gonna put it up here. Look at that. And these are, some people send that they finished already and they send it so I can share them on with y'all, and I greatly appreciate it, and I know y'all do too. People are so sweet to do that. This one is a hard hanger, and I think it has cut work. So if you are not brave enough, so these are clusters and modified, maybe it doesn't, maybe you're just doing pull thread on this one. Yep, no, this one you're cutting. So this is cut thread. So this is hard hanger with cut thread, okay? So if you're not that brave like me, I would be so afraid of this. And we're just gonna use the word hard hanger, and I'm fixing to show it. Right there. It is a beautiful, it's a beautiful form of embroidery. It is kind of fancy stitches, you know, past cross stitch and specialty stitches that you actually do cut work with. So this one is, and we're going from real easy to real hard. So this one is just a beginner one, and we're going to use the word Christmas for this one. This is a little Lizzie Kate first Christmas ornament. It is too cute. You don't have to finish it in a heart if you do not want to. You could finish it in a circle. You could do all kinds of things, but it is adorable on the heart. So cute. And this one is Little House Needleworks Country Christmas. Use the word country, C-O-U-N-T-R-Y. I'm not just gonna hold it up. Let's see, hold on. Here we go. How cute is that? I love it. So use the word country for that one. I will just do both the drawings for these next week. I mean, I'll do the drawing, but I may just, I don't know. I'll just announce them next week. That will be easier on my brain. If not, if I change my mind, I might email you, but probably I will just announce them both next week. I got all my other mail out earlier, so I'm kind of caught up right now. I'll be at school a couple of days this week, so I've got all that going on, but I am going to jump off here. I'm going to get this uploaded and get it posted, and then I'm going to go run my errands and things with Britt. So y'all have it looks like we might get rain. Have a happy Friday, have a great weekend, and enjoy your stitching. Bye.